Uh, uh, okay, at this point, let us hear a few words from our chief mentor, Mr. Arun Subramanian. Let me introduce you to everyone. Mr. Arun Subramanian is a multifaceted individual with over 45 years of corporate experience, 30 years as a business leader and entrepreneur. He is also a very successful international master trainer whose programs are attended by participants across the globe. He is cognitive science expert specializing in training through implicit learning techniques, which is so ideal for the online platforms. Mr. Arun coaches the mentor teachers and trainers across the globe to drive implicit learning. Looking into the need of the people to retrain, upskill, and cross-skill because of changing employment landscape because of this pandemic, Mr. Arun trained the online trainer program, Diplomed Master Trainer. We are here, we have assembled here every day from Monday to Thursday for a presentation by each member of the Diplomed Master Trainer program of the batch 1. At this point, I take this opportunity to invite Mr. Arun to say a few words about his vision for the future. Over to Mr. Arun.
Thank you, Mr. Rajendra Sapre. It's a pleasure to be associated with you all. You can see on the screen an article which came on 6th of January 2022 in the Forbes magazine, where the editor says that there are 5 predictions for how your job will change in 2022. That means your job is definitely going to change in this year, and you will have to upskill yourself. Even though this is what he has told for now, all this began on 24th of March 2020, when our Prime Minister announced a lockdown for 21 days. We thought it was going to be a short-lived one, but that was not to be. It has continued. Fortunately, I had read a lot about the 1918 Spanish influenza, and worrying that it might be in the same way, I started a platform called the Participative Scientia. That is, share your knowledge. In Latin, it means share your knowledge. This platform grew within a few months to become 7,000 strong people on WhatsApp. Then we decided that since the pandemic was continuing even then for 6-9 months, we decided that trainers will be required to train the people. So we decided to have a Train the Trainer, World's Best Trainer contest. And it is in that contest, 139 trainers from across the globe participated. We realized that the online platform is very different from the offline platform. And to help trainers upskill themselves, we started Diplomed Master Trainer. The World's Best Trainer contest was inaugurated on April 11th. It continued. Can you all please mute yourself? The outcome of the World's Best Trainer contest was that we realized that online training was different, and we started Diplomed Master Trainer program. And the participants of that training program are the ones who are giving the presentation now. In fact, gentlemen, it will not be very wrong to say that the only hope for mankind going forward is the vaccine and expertise on the online platform. Without taking much ado, I will request you all to relax and learn from Mr. Jigish, who is the financial wizard from Mumbai, the finance capital of this country. Over to you, Mr. Sapre.
Thank you, sir. Before the main program begins, let us hear from one of the participants of our Diplomed Master Trainer program, how this particular program has impacted her. Our impact speaker today is an academician with over 20+ years in English as her core subject. She has training regime at the institutional level. However, through Participative Scientia and World's Best Training Program, she forayed into the corporate training vertical. Here are her ethics: to continue learning until the end, Never say no, always explore the opportunity. Do until done is another strength which she works towards. On the personal front, she strongly encourages to keep in touch with everyone associated. Let us give a warm welcome to our impact speaker for this evening, Mrs. Sujata Balaji. Over to you, Mrs. Sujata Balaji. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Rajendra. Indeed, that was a very warm mention. And good evening to all the esteemed viewers, the DDMT community members, as well as other distinguished professionals. It's a real privilege for me to be a part of this learning and to also deliver my overviews, my views, and other perceptions about the program Diploma the Master Trainer. The journey began when I connected at PTS, and from there I moved to WBT contest. I somehow put in an effort and I made myself applicable with my ideas on the larger screen. I really am thankful for all the acknowledgement and all the invitation I have received from each and every one. In fact, when the DDMT program was initiated and announced, I had my own apprehensions. Will I be able to? How far can I really be successful? As an academician, I really do not know, because that's an entirely different vertical. But the one-on-one interview with Mr. Arun Subramanian completely changed my ideology towards this program. He assured me, reassured me, boosted my confidence and my morale. Then I thought, why not upskill, reskill, and cross-skill the same skills which I had applied at my workplace all these years. And the entirely new, the gamut of topics that are being included in this session, in this learning of 6 months, they really have surprised me. I really didn't know that this existed if it was not for the mentoring of this Master Supreme Trainer. When you are coming into the presentation part, you just know there's an opening, there's a body, there's a closing, but there is an ocean of understanding beyond this. I was surprised when I heard about the hooks. I heard about the narrative grammar, because grammar is always my subject of interest, and teaching as well. And so many other subtopics, which completely conceptualized my understanding towards Diploma the Master Trainer. So for each and every session, which is so embedded with intensity, the revision schedules, where I'm getting to learn from each and every one of you. I think I am indebted to each one on a personal note, along with my gratitude to Mr. Arun and Mr. Vaidishwaran and all those who are technically also supporting this. First and foremost, it's like, your willingness, your mindset. I think once you have that in your fold and in your hold, you can conquer the depths of the ocean, the outer realms of the universe, or the space. This is what Mr. Arun trained my mindset, and that's the impact. Today, I'm here with all of you as one of the community member under DDMT program, and I really look forward to more powerful sessions and more learning for a lifetime to be under Mr. Arun Subramanian. A heartfelt thank you to him and to all of you once again. With this, I take leave. This is Sujata Balaji from Hyderabad. Thank you so much. Over to you, Rajendra.
Thank you, Sujata ma'am, for that wonderful impact. What all of us have actually experienced. You have worded it very nicely today. Now, our speaker for this evening is a financial consultant and AMFI registered mutual fund distributor with a professional experience of over 2 decades. During this long tenure, he has helped countless number of people to secure their financial future and live life on their own terms. He has helped several successful corporate executives and small and medium business owners identify, achieve, and maintain their desired lifestyle without worrying about running out of money under whatever situation that they encounter. To keep his knowledge current, he has completed several certification courses on personal finance side, like qualified personal finance professional, excellent finance perennial program, master finance planner program, and AMFI registered mutual fund distributor program. To summarize, he is a retirement planning and financial freedom specialist who gives you clarity on how to get financial freedom by designing a tailor-made plan and executing it via continuous tracking all the time to achieve your planned goals. Let us welcome with applause our today's specialist speaker, Mr. Jigish Patel, to introduce us on these aspects about financial freedom. Financial Freedom by Mr. Jigish Patel.
Thank you. Can you share, give me a screen share?
Yes, Mr. Jigish, you have screen sharing rights.
Thank you. So, thank you, Rajendra ji. Let me begin. Okay, friends. So, what is financial freedom for you all? What comes to your mind when you think about the word financial freedom? Is it a state of mind? Let's explore today. What is financial freedom? Having a lot of money is necessary. Is it necessary to have a lot of money to be financially free? You can be financially free with whatever you have. Friends, why is this man falling into a ditch? Is it because didn't he know that the ditch was there? Would he fall into it if he knew the ditch was there? Financial freedom is something like that. Unless you don't know how to become financially free, you will keep falling in that ditch because of financial lack. So, for understanding that, so my friends, financial freedom begins with knowing that it is possible to become financially free. For that, understanding is very essential. Understanding of where you currently are and where you want to go, and planning that journey from where you are and where you want to go. That is from your current financial status to increased financial status. And for that, you need execution and finally executing the whole plan. So I will help you design your financial plan, financial freedom. So let's execute. So let me share a story. The story is of a marketing professional who had turned into a yoga teacher. His sharing brought tears to my eyes. He is in the field of marketing and works as a medical representative for a well-known pharmaceutical company. His expenses are higher than his income, and so every month he finds it difficult to manage his payments. He wants to increase his income from a very long time so that he can start his investments. It has been 9 years in his job, but because of EMI and other compulsory expenses, he could never invest on a monthly basis. He once attended one of my financial webinars and he decided to increase his income by 50%. He is also a certified yoga teacher. And after a gap of 5 years, he decided to once again teach yoga to people for creating additional income. So he decided to take some private yoga sessions early in the morning. And he started with the idea with some people, and he got 3 student clients in November, first week of 2020. Though he has not yet exceeded 50% of his income as per plan, but he is very close to it. He has begun. He has created his additional income and started saving. With this action plan, he is able to serve others, and at the same time, he will also be able to earn additional income from his students. We congratulate this yoga teacher for his comeback and for his success as a growing yoga teacher as he continues his job and supplementing his earnings by teaching yoga. So how many different ways can you boost your income, friends? So have you thought about it? Because when you have additional income, you can invest more, and that you can create alternate income. So friends, let's do one thing. Let's have a breakout session and discuss and list down how many different alternate ways you can boost your income in your current situation. So Arunji, please help with the breakout room.
Yeah, I'm making 4 breakout rooms.
Okay.
So what you want everyone to do is go into the breakout room and discuss how many different ways they can have alternate income. Is that what you want them to do?
Yes, yes.
Not they have an income. What alternate income they can create, right?
Absolutely right.
Thank you. I'm creating for how long is the breakout room for?
15 minutes is the breakout room, and we'll come back and we'll make a list and see how many different options are there.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. The rooms have been opened. I request everyone to go and join. Friends, please move towards your breakout room.
So most of the, okay, we have about 9 people who have come back to the main room. So while we wait for the others, can you share your experiences? Did you all find some great ideas on how to create alternate sources of income?
Yes, sir. This is M. Chidambaram here. Two, three
Right.
ideas which I already had, and 2, 3 I slowly developed along with others.
Okay.
Thank
Can
you,
you
sir.
share while others come in, either in the chat box, or you can just tell quickly till we wait for others to join in? Okay. I
What
think
do you want
40
me
of
to
them-
share, sir? What do you want me to share?
Okay, we
No,
can chat in the
I
chat
think
box.
Jigish, everyone has come now. Everyone has come
40,
now.
all the 40 have come.
Okay,
All the 40
fantastic.
are back.
So we can later share our ideas, and we can have a list to choose from. So let's go ahead. So where do people go wrong when it comes to creating financial freedom? One is they do not track their money on a regular basis, because people are just most of the people who I come across, 50%, they have it in their mind. They said it is so boring to track money. So it is very important. Awareness is the first key, where you stand, and so that what your current position, you can do something. So awareness of tracking your money is very important. There are also people who do not review their investments regularly. They may have made investments 10 years ago, 5 years ago. They have forgotten that what was that investment about, what is going to be the maturity. So it is very important to review your investments on a regular basis, like 6 months. If you have it, put it into one place. Third is not investing in inflation beating assets. Now, what is this? Today, inflation is 6 to 7%, and in most things, consumer goods, and education and medical is more than 10%. So are you putting into places where your money is growing more, and not diversifying well? Most of the people's investments are skewed towards one asset class. Now, what does that mean? Most people I come across, their 70 to 80% is into fixed deposit or real estate or into shares. Now, what happens if most people have some preference, and they tend to put a lot of money into their preference, and there is a risk to it by not diversifying. So it is recommended that people should be well diversified for the short-term goals, long-term goals, emergencies. Now,
Jigish, could I interrupt you for a moment?
yes.
Could we do some debriefing could we listen to the participant as to what they have collected at this moment, or sometime later?
No, we will do it right away. Okay. Thank you, friends. Can you please share some of the ideas which you have come across for making alternate sources of income?
Yeah, we will go room by room, right?
Yeah, room by room. So room number 1, can the team leader or somebody from room number 1 share what are the ideas they have listed?
Just a minute. From room number 1, we have divided income and asset oriented income. First, and asset oriented from real estate income, from land and building, soil and FD, recurring deposit, stock marketing, bonus shares, assets, rental income, money lending. We can go RD, mutual fund, SIP, or affiliated market, patient, and income sources from insurance. We can secure ourselves, invest in ourselves, and self-development. For self-development, online training program through web design, web selling products, digital marketing, music, movies, and all these things. We have selected this. We can develop a total meaning of this is when our income should raise income. That is our way to put.
Fantastic. So you have a list of passive income and active income. So passive income is where you're putting in FDs and equity and rental, and active income is that digital marketing and training and etc. Right.
Yes,
Great.
This
Thank you so much. Room number 2. Thank you so much. Room number 2, please share your ideas. Do you need to unmute room number 2?
Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
1 minute. Let me stop share.
Yes.
Okay, we can see your screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So essentially, this is what we had some good discussion among our team, and this is what the consolidated list of actually alternate sources one may think of. So some of them are investment oriented, as in shares, IPOs, mutual funds, SIPs, etc., and some chit companies if you can carefully select. So those are the ones from investment side. But apart from that, essentially, whatever is your expertise, we could actually leverage that. For example, content writing or blog writing, or doing some trainings by and some teachers could actually move from college to the corporate as a part-time trainer, offer webinars again to the college students, corporates, etc., based on our expertise level, or do some art, dance, yoga kind of online teachings, coach the parents by doing some kind of training courses, and do the parenting coaching, etc. Then another thing is basically means all sorts of consultancy. Basically convert your hobby or passion or expertise into consulting, like Vastu consulting. Start your YouTube channel or social media channels like podcasting. Write books, become an author. You are just an expert, but actually try to gain that edge of writing and become an author. Real estate investment could be another possibility. Some parallel business without disturbing the main job could be another possibility. Use portion of your house or office to rent it. Gold or silver could be the avenues for investment. Then buy vehicle and provide that for business so that you will generate some money out of it. Homemade food delivery or catering services or tiffins, that could be one alternative. Again, on the investment side, post office investments, because they have come up with some new verticals. So one has to actually learn better and actually try to use it as an edge over the bank deposits. Then online support services like collecting the data, calls, making sales and support calls in your available time. Then multi-level marketing, especially could be done on the weekends or after hours for certain companies. Advertising agencies related stuff one could actually handle in the part-time. And another possibility could be collecting some stamps or antique items, which may pay you in the long run. So essentially a hobby converted into money generation.
I
So
think it's a fantastic list your team has created, Rajendra ji. I think it's going to be useful for all the participants, that what clarity you all have collated it. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Room number 3, can you please join?
I'm Suresh Kapati, representing room number 3. With me, Mr. Narendra Nair, Balchandar, Raju, Punyakoti, Anantanath, and Mr. Jafir is there. And we combined all the passive income sources and the other sources of income, online recording courses, royalty on the books, and renting a car, rental properties, interest, and sleeping partner in business. Then sports capability as a coach, become a trainer, consultant, and affiliation market, network marketing. So investment in shares, then a diversified portfolio, real estate investment, and cutting down expenses as a ad agency, become a YouTuber. So these are all the list from our group number 3. Thank you.
Thank you. Fantastic. And so it was well collated. Thank you. Some new ideas also I have noted down. Group number 4, Anilji, would you like to take, or should I collate it?
Yes, sir. So I have joined Diploma the Master program to learn new skills. So it is helping me to learn so many things which will add to my experience, whatever I know, and I am going to transform that into action. So my couple of points are, there are for senior citizens, there are certain schemes for senior citizens that will give you better income, like 15 lakhs plus 15 lakhs for you and for your husband. That will give you almost more than around 2% more than the market rates. And then the second thing I would like to have, something I have already started e-commerce. I have started, collecting the material, handicrafts from Gujarat and through Amazon, US Amazon. So because there is no risk in that, they charge certain money and they do everything for you, marketing and everything. So that is helping me to generate some income. And next thing, what I am planning is to do mentoring, coaching, which also I have started doing already. I go to clubhouse near to my house, and 3 hours I spend there, and I am trying to solve family disputes. And so at present I am not getting the money, but in future that will help me, by coaching, that will help me to generate some income. So then I am also consultant to Kotak Mahindra, which I recently IRD exam also I passed, and that will help me to help people in managing assets for for their money as well as for health also, like care. So I am also attached with them. So that will also help me to increase my income. And lastly, after improving my skills, I am focusing on only needs. There is a difference between needs and wants. I'll try to focus more on my needs, not unnecessarily clutter my house by acquiring so many things. Any 1 rupee saved is also 1 rupee generated. This is what I feel. Thank you so much for my this thing, giving me a chance. Thank you.
Thank you, Anilji. You're very inspiring at this age. You have taken up so many avenues to create income. So it's inspiring for all the other members also. Thank you. So let's continue with, so we all friends, so imagine we have at least about 25 things which I've listed that we can create alternate sources of income, which we can use for our financial freedom. So let's go ahead. So let me quickly go. There were certain points which I had said that not tracking your where people go wrong in managing their money, and that stops them. That could be a bottleneck for their financial freedom. That is not tracking their money, not reviewing their investments on a regular basis, not investing in inflation beating assets, that is more than the regular inflation. So, and not diversifying. In most people don't diversify their investments. So why to design a plan? Suppose you're earning 40 to 60,000 today, and what happens in the future? Will you be able to continue making the same amount of money, or will your income come down? Like it could happen like this pandemic, or in 2008 when the markets crash, something happened in the US and the whole world got affected. So it is very important that we maintain our regular income also, not about just investing, but also our regular income and creating alternate sources of income. So what are the other alternate sources of income have you thought about? So grooming for financial freedom at home. So think about it like this, that your child number 1 is your regular source of income. Okay, that is what you're doing today, maintaining it. Then child number 2 is your alternate source of income. Additional to your regular income, you can take your hobbies and create alternate sources of income, like teaching later in the evening, like tutoring, mentoring, and doing this e-commerce business with the help of your spouse also. Today, if you are falling short of time, you can take your help of your spouse and also create alternate sources of income. And the child number 3 is investing what you have made from child number 1 and 2 and multiplying your money. Let's say, for an example, from your additional money which is there from regular income and additional money which is from alternate income, you can put into like the post office avenues which he shared, or mutual funds or shares, and create money. So you ideally, if you have all these 3 working, child 1, 2, and 3, you can become financially free much faster. So how can you create the 3rd child? Let's discuss. So friends, we can have another breakout room and discuss how you can create the 3rd child. Right? The first breakout room, we discuss what are the alternates. Now, what are the steps you're going to take to create the 3rd child? So let's discuss. This time it's going to be only for 10 minutes. The breakout room is for 10 minutes. And we are going to discuss how to create this 3rd child. And so what are the streams of income we'll discuss. So friends, Arunji, can you create a breakout room?
Can you explain a little more, sir?
Yeah,
Yes,
will you repeat the question?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
the question is the first breakout room. We discussed that what are the alternate ways of creating income. Okay, we listed down teaching, online business, and various options. Now, what are the steps you can take to help each other, or what are you going to take 3 steps to create this alternate income? Because today we want to create some steps before we today, so that we just not think about it, but we take some possible steps. So let's discuss what are the 3 steps you can take to create this alternate income. So all of us will join in the room, breakout room, and it's only going to be for 10 minutes. So those who have joined, can you share what are your what are the action steps you all have listed in your group till we wait for the others? So have you listed down what are the various avenues where you can grow your money? So other groups have also created, also there was one more exercise. What are the different avenues where you can grow your money? So friends, can you all share till others join in? Team number one, room number one, can you share what are the various avenues of investments you all have thought which are best?
Yes, sir. So I am from room number 1. Okay, I represent the room number 1.
Others,
So,
please mute. Please, others mute. Thank you.
so what has happened? We have listed some points what has been asked in the first breakout room itself. So there is a this way also something. So we have listed 5 things. Say you have to join some program like DMT and become a trainer, and then in your specialized area keep training the people. That's point number 1. Point number 2 is become a consultant for either life insurance, health insurance, or some other areas other than our other than our specialized area. Third one is go to some media and show your
Others, please,
visibility.
please mute so that we can hear Mr. Bala clear. Please mute.
Jagannathan, mute. Yeah.
Now able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
So the third thing was go to some media and show your visibility by making a website. Either you do some advertising or do some podcast kind of things. The fourth idea what have come is join some NGO group and do the activities in a passionate way and earn as much as possible. And the last one what we have listed is write a book and get the royalty. So these are all the 5 things what we have listed, sir.
Thank you. Room number 2. Thank you so much. Room number 2. Please share what are the what your group has listed down for best avenues for investments.
Lakshmi?
Yes, I haven't listed a
Just the summary of what we spoke. Is that okay?
Yeah, so for first step, we identified the 3 steps or the 3 alternate sources of income as discussed in the room. And beyond that, we moved into where to invest. So we looked at, assets like a fixed asset in terms of land or rental income. And then fluid could be a fixed, could also be fixed deposits in the bank. And fluid income could be through buying some shares, the short-term shares, or investing into the share market or things like that. This is the 2-3 things that we figured out. Suma, you can continue here.
Yes, Lakshmi, you're right. And we were also discussing, how can we have reinvestment, or if we can have something as a pension scheme which can come in, so that if we are not able to work, or if our, one of the investments go capital, how do we fix it, so that the lifestyle does not get affected. That was one of the things we were discussing.
Okay, thank you. Room number 3.
Yeah, I will be presenting room number 3. So when we had a brainstorm, we had an excellent brainstorming session. And what are the steps to be taken? I think the step number 1 need to be, what is my monthly expense? Accordingly, see how much is the cash flow I need to have on a monthly basis, balance everything for investment. Now, where do I invest? I need to have a diversified portfolio. Now, if you talk about inflation beating returns, it can only be the shares, nothing else. So what we do is, but not to put all the eggs in one basket, we diversify the portfolio into various asset classes. And then not just doing that, but we also need to do some research, not some XYZ has told me this, Junjunwala said this, so I will do this. No, that's not the way. We have to have our own conviction and confidence before doing anything. So necessary research is required to be done. And then there's also several opportunities, like, for example, the most talked about is a waste management, which always goes as a waste for everyone. I think there's a huge potential in a waste management. That's, there are several opportunities. We need to keep our eyes and ears clear. And real estate is another option where maximum 10 to 15% you put in a real estate, which you feel would be the best. And last but not the least, each one of us are uniquely talented with a specific talent, specialization. Find out what it is. Make good mileage before it's too late. That's it from my side.
Thank you.
One more point I want to add to on behalf of the team. One is renewable energy. For example, solar panels and generate electricity. Vegetables growing in the terrace and on the sides of your flat, which you can access, you can sell. These are some of the other sources you can think about other than royalty and other aspects, which we discussed.
Thank you. Fantastic idea. Room number 4. Would anyone like from the room number 4 share in short what are the different various avenues they have thought about investing? Okay, so
room number 4.
Go ahead, sir.
In our group, the problem we have taken is how to go about it, not specific areas of investment, which was done in the first discussion. So there are 3 steps involved. First thing is make a SWOT analysis for yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses, opportunities, and threats? So that SWOT analysis will give you an idea of which are the areas, which are your strengths, and try to cash on your strengths. So once you decide what is the strength you want to use and go about it, then you have to follow the PDCA cycle. That is plan, do, check, act. That is putting the plan into action, and then once you act, see the results and make corrective action. So this is how in general we discuss in our group. And another thing is, it is not that you have to do everything alone. You can collaborate with similar minded people. You can also have a collaboration, 2 or 3 people, and then you can have a joint assignments and proceed. These are the points discussed. Specific areas of investment, we are not discussing this discussion because it was done in the first discussion. Okay, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Rao. I like the idea of the collaboration. It was quite unique, and collaboration is the way forward, so we all have our natural strengths and collaboration is a fantastic addition. So let's go ahead with the session. Thank you. All of you all had very unique ideas. Okay. So some of the ways to beat inflation, you can take just a snapshot that these are some of the ways where you can beat inflation. This is just an easy way to know whether you are putting money in the right asset class to grow more than inflation. So post office and PPF is also there. You do not have to put all the money in mutual funds and equity. And for those who are senior citizen, they can of course put in Pradhan Mantri and other alternate options. So 1 minute. So I have also created that today, when I said that you have 40,000 today, how much you need for financial freedom. So how do you calculate? So how do you calculate? So I made a case study that, okay, suppose your monthly expense is 50,000 and inflation is 6%. So at a growth rate of 9%, how much money do you need to be financially free? So I help you with a calculator that how much money you need to get financially free. So one is to know how much is your target amount. It is important to know how to make money, but you should also know how to calculate that how much money you need to create financial freedom, how much additional money you need to. So this will help you. So I'll be, you can always connect with me so I can help you calculate what is the way going forward. Okay. So let's go back to the session. Okay. I would also like to share a story with you all that is about the, so what are the streams of regular income? My regular income sources, income from physical assets and money deployed at a source of income. Okay, so most of you all, the regular income sources could be one or many. Okay, so for me, it's a couple of them, and I'm sure with others also, they are doing the regular income and they can start training business and many others on the side. Income from physical assets is like rent and interest from fixed deposits and money deployed from the above income, you may. So let me share a story. This Nizam of Hyderabad was a miser by nature. Even though he was a Nizam, he didn't spend much. He never wore good clothes or spent on himself. Because of his nature, he was not able to achieve anything in life, and also he was not happy. So he never attained financial freedom. So the definition is that even though he had so much money, he never felt financially free. So he never spent money. He lived like a miser. So it is important that we should, what is your definition of financial freedom? So financial freedom is a state of mind, in my opinion, that, so what you need to do is, the call to action is that what are the physical things that need to be addressed? You can do it all by yourself and or learn by your failures. And I'm always there to stand by. And or you can attend my financial masterclass series, and I can give you tips on how you can to know where you stand and what are the action steps you need to take and how to organize and review your place, your investments in one place to achieve financial freedom. So now, you know who has to take the action to attain financial freedom. That is you. So you need to take the steps so that you can create this additional source of income and manage your money well so that you can achieve financial freedom. So thank you, friends. And this is what I'd like to share in today's session. All of you all have been wonderful audience, and you all have come up with a lot of ideas that the potential of that you can create other income also. Arunji?
Question and answer session now.
Yeah, I think
any questions
we have
and
enough
answers?
time for question answers. So we welcome the question answers, questions from the audience.
Can I come, sir?
Yes.
Can I come?
Yes.
You see, my question is, we normally talk, I'm not contradicting anything before I say inflation. The definition of inflation, it is not on the basis of one thing. When I am a senior citizen, so for me, even the inflation rate is say 7%, 8%. For me, it could be only 4% because it doesn't focus. I don't spend anything on my children's education now. You know, so many things what I used to do earlier. So that is not affecting me now. You know, my children books, my children education.
Yes. So what is the question, sir? You can tell me the question so I can.
My question is the inflation, what we say to counter inflation, but it depends upon age to age people.
I agree with you, sir.
So 7-8% for me, maybe only 3%, 2%.
Right.
So,
right.
So even I get income 7 to 8%. That is, I am within my resources. I am fine.
Correct. Right. So it's a good idea that it is different for different people, their requirements. And the objective was that you need to grow your money so you can achieve financial freedom faster. You create a kitty so that you can achieve faster. So a lot of people are yet into traditional investments. So the idea is to be more aware that you can grow your money in different investment options.
Correct.
Anybody else has any questions which I can help?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You told, sir, you told that Nizam was miser. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
So what message is that we should not be miser, or we should be explanation, do whatever we like?
See, it is not like this. It is just that you can't be extreme. He is an extremist. He was always feeling insecure that he can't spend money because he was feeling insecure. Therefore, he was a miser.
Mindset.
So it was more upon mindset. So what was it? It is a state of mind. See, so he had money, but he was yet feeling he was not feeling wealthy or abundant. Therefore, he was not spending. That's one of the main reasons I feel he was a miser.
Okay, we are doing.
It should be balanced.
Balanced
Right.
life.
Right.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Jigish,
Anybody else quickly?
Mr. Jigish,
Can I?
Go ahead, please.
Mr. Jigish, what is your take home on depreciation of asset?
Yes, there are certain assets like car or something which is a depreciating asset. People think that if they buy a car, then it's then it builds a status, but it's a depreciating assets. You know, like buying luxury goods are depreciating assets. You can after a few years the value will drop if you try to sell it. Okay, so appreciating assets and depreciating assets are different. So appreciating assets is like even if you buy gold, even it will rise. Okay. while if you buy a car or certain luxury items, it will depreciate, you know. I hope I have been clear.
Yes, sir.
Any other question?
Yes, sir. If you upskill yourself, continuously invest in yourself, that is the best investment so far I am thinking. Invest in yourself, maximum, put the money in yourself, upskill, like we joined this program, that is going to enhance your asset. Thank you.
Thank you, Anilji. Rajendra ji or anybody else?
Yeah, so my question is that how do you handle the case of people who are actually leaving their job and actually they are into entrepreneurship? So for them, how do you help them out?
I
Can you
encourage them
summarize?
at least they need to have 1.5 to 2 years of surplus money before trying to go as an entrepreneur, because it is going to take some time by the time they are able to actually generate alternate sources of income, because it takes time for do their marketing and all. So at least they should ideally have 2 years of liquid money to before they go into entrepreneurship. So they should start side by side. You not switch over suddenly. They can do a little bit, learn the skills and test the market, and then move into it. And they should have at least 2 years of income surplus to maintain their lifestyle.
Also, I would like to add, those people, their second halves are, they are in active service. So they have also better confidence to start any new thing.
True. If there are any other questions, I would love to answer.
So one general question basically, which is somewhat related to finance and current condition. In this unstable environment today, financial and economical at the same time, you can say it is an calamity that is happening. How fair is, I mean, how good it is to invest in the funds, or might be blue chip companies, or might be in terms of SIP and all, or mutual fund that advertisements are coming on the television with some good brand ambassadors. So how good it is for a person to invest into it. And secondly, as I said, there is uncertainty in today's world. So there are chances that you might lose up your job, or might also be your business might turn upside down, and you might be in debts. So if you want in that particular scenario, how come we can try to stabilize ourselves with this financial plan that you're providing, or you have an idea onto it?
Okay, that's a very good question. That today the volatility is very high in the market and it will continue for a long time. So yes, whether you should these advertisements which will come, whether you should put in the blue chip company, I would suggest you should put it on installments over 1 year or so, not to put all the money in these volatile assets in one go. So also you need to put into less volatile assets, even if it's getting you less returns. Okay, so you do not, suppose you have 50 lakh rupees, don't put that money into equity in one go. You spread it into conservative mutual funds where you can you will get protection of your downside. Okay. So I would ideally say put in installments over 1 year, weekly or monthly. You will be in a bet and diversify well. So there are many they will give less return, but they will have less downside. Okay. So that is one way to protect yourself and get returns. And of course, not just put everything in mutual funds. There are other alternate bonds and all which are safe, and you can put money there.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Sir, any future of Bitcoin?
Well, let's see what happens in this budget. Right now, it is very volatile. I don't think it lets people sleep. 50% up, down in a very short duration. I don't know how many people can take that volatility, though it's very popular. So let's wait. It's what the government has to say in the budget.
Surely you will have blood pressure and heart problem by investing in quick bucks. If you want to gain, you also compromise on your health also. Thank you.
Good point.
Okay, thank you so much.
Actually, that calculator which you had actually brought, can you explain it a little bit if you have got some time?
Sure.
Okay. Umama has question. Umama has question.
Okay, can I take the question first?
Yes,
sure.
Jigish, hi, Umama here. Jigish, I have one question. So it is not about investment per se. It is more about when to get your money out of the invested, let's say you have invested 1 lakh rupees, and then you want to get it back, or you want to take it out. But what is the right time, or what is the apt time? I have often observed people talk about investment, but they never talk about when to take them out. So do you recommend anything on that?
So that's a very good question that most people do not know. Nobody tells when to exit. Very rare, anybody. So ideally, suppose you have a 10-year goal, and you should start moving out of the money out before 2 years, slowly into conservative assets like FDs. If you put in mutual funds, you need to exit, because markets are going to be very volatile at all times. You don't know, but you can make good returns, but you need to start booking profits or switching into more conservative investments 2 years before. If it's a 10-year horizon, if it is a 5-year horizon, maybe 1.5 year before you need to move out. Okay, so the closer the goal, the more conservative, but you need to come out of it in advance. So you need to write your goal. Once you achieve your goal, you need to exit, not get the market is going up, so let me wait and make some more money. So it is very, very natural, or you could say that we see people that they go with the market trend. You should go goal based. So you have a goal, take a conservative growth rate of 9 to 10%, say in mutual funds. And once you achieve your goal, I think you should book your profits, not wait that I still have 1 year, so let it be here. So as to make sure that your money does not, you get what you need at the right time.
I think it depends on his luck.
Please,
Luck plays an important point.
Please add something about national pension scheme also. This is one of the best schemes these days.
I have a fantastic presentation on national pension scheme. So anybody who wants, I will share with them. And it's a very, very, it is a little detailed topic. It is very important place to invest, but it will take at least 15 minutes to explain. So I will personally send to the email to whoever wants more details on national pension scheme, advantages, and why you should invest in national pension scheme.
That is the best. In my opinion, it is one of the best schemes.
Yes. What about your further programs which we can attend?
I will share with you all the details on those are more specific. So we have programs on how do you invest specifically, and also we have something called strategy call, where we take you through a process of running through a tool which is called financial tool, where you stand, what you require, and how to get there. Most people's investments are scattered over DMAT files and statements, so it is all in the mind. So we help you to organize everything in one place, and in half an hour you can actually get more clarity. So my idea is to give you more clarity and feel more secure, so that you can execute and achieve your goals. So it's a complimentary call, a discovery call. So you can always connect if you have any questions.
Thank you. Very good. Very good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Jigish, one question to you. Means it is in a general perspective. If asked for fundamental or technical, what would you go for? Analysis.
I would go for fundamental. More fundamental. Right.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I think I think I've addressed all the questions. So if anybody else, you can contact with me directly. Thank you, Arunji and Rajendraji. So let's sum it up that financial freedom is a state of mind, and we all can achieve it if you plan and execute. Okay, so we are responsible for our financial freedom. We cannot depend outside. So thank you so much.
We will not go and dig.
Right. So Rajendraji.
Okay.
You were supposed to tell about the calculator part.
Okay. Yeah. 1 minute. If you want to see it right now, I've kept it ready only. Let me just share with you.
Yeah, we have got some minutes to do.
Okay. Let me share with you. Okay. So let me just give you a quick this thing. This is a tool which is live. I can demonstrate right now. This is a cash flow tool. Most people's investments are scattered and they don't maintain. So this tool will help you to save a lot of money, to know what is your financial number. The second tool is to know what is your financial freedom number. So let's say, for an example, today you need 6 lakh rupees a year, and inflation is say 5%, and your age is say 45, or anybody can give the age. I will just share the tool. How does it work? and say you want to have financial freedom in 10 years. So age 55. So you have 10 years to retire or you achieve financial freedom. So what is the future number you need? Is 10 lakh rupees approximately. 6 lakhs at 5% inflation becomes close to 9 lakhs 77. And suppose the inflation is 6%, it will be close to 11 lakh rupees. Now, people generally want to plan till age 80. This example is till age 80. So from 55 to 80, there is 25 years of passive income you require. So what is the number you need that you will need to maintain the same lifestyle? The number is 2 crores 68 lakhs. Okay. Now, how to achieve it is something which I will share with you. During retirement also, inflation will continue, let's say at 4%. And whatever passive income you make, government is going to take some tax, maybe 10 or 15% tax. And what is your net return? So suppose you're a conservative investor, you can expect 5% return. If you're a moderate investor, you can get 7% return. So you need to save only 2 crores, not 2 crores 68 if you're a moderate investor. And suppose you're a growth investor, you can expect at least 9% and you need only 1 crore 83. So what are the different avenues you can use? So first is to know your retirement number or your financial freedom number. Suppose you want to achieve financial freedom in say 5 years. You put 50, 5 years, and you will know that you need 8 lakh rupees per year starting after 5 on the 6th year. Okay. So coming to how to organize and manage your investments in one place. So we list down all your investments. Let's say for an example, I'm going to take only 1 minute. So suppose you have 2 lakhs in your SIP, in your mutual fund account, and you're doing 10,000 per month. And what is going to be the future value? So suppose you need after 10 years, what is the value going to be after mutual funds? So what you do is you organize everything in one place, and you should know what is the growth rate it is happening, like PPF account. So what this exercise is, list down everything in one place so that you know. Most people, it's all in their mind. So this particular tool, you can put everything in one place and within 10 minutes, okay, you get a good amount of accuracy. Then there's a tool called investment suitability tool, which is needed for financial freedom. How to decide where to put? So the popular places are real estate, equity, mutual funds, PPF, fixed deposit, insurance, post office, and bonds, etc. Now there are 11 different you could say criterias while choosing. Is it inflation beating? Does it give regular income? Is there flexibility? So people forget to look at these criterias while investing. So you need to give a point system from 1 to 10. I'm talking about a tool which I use with my clients to help them to decide themselves what is suited to them. So let me just give you one quick example. Suppose real estate, is it inflation beating? Some people say, no, it is going to give me only 3-4%. So you can get 4 on 10. You have to give range from 4 to 10. Does it give regular income? Yes. So the certainty is 8 on 10. Flexibility, can I exit partially or fully easily? No. So you give 2 on 10. Income generating? Yes. Can you put small ticket size? No. So it is low point. Diversification option? No, you need large money, so you can't diversify. Transparency, let's say 5. Past performance history could be good. Tax efficient? No. So 2 on 10. Built-in cost? Yes, there is a large built-in cost. So what it totals and risk? If it is a ready property, maybe the risk is less, but if it is developing property, maybe 5. So the same thing, you can go with, you can compare it with say PPF, inflation beating, say 7 on 10. Regular income? No. Flexibility, entry, exit? No. Income generating? Yes. Diversification option? No. Transparency, let's say 10. Tax efficient? 10. Built-in costs? No. So 10, the higher the better the tool. Risk? No. So you give 10. So that way you should give points. Past performance history also is there. So you'll come to know which investment gives you the highest points and put allocations based on that. So last one, mutual funds. Inflation beating, most people say mutual funds over long term can give you 9-10% return. So I'm giving 9 on 10 or 8 on 10. Regular income, there are certain mutual funds which you get regular income. It's called systematic withdrawal plan in certain balance funds. So you give 8 on 10. Flexibility, yes, you can withdraw the money and 3-4 working days you can get the money. So 8 on 10. Is it income generating? Only if you take the SWP option, say 7 on 10. Small ticket size and large ticket size, yes. Diversification, yes. I'm just giving you an example of how to use the tool. You can transparency, let's say 5. Past history also say 7. Tax efficient, yes, only 10% tax on the profit. So you can say 9 on 10. Built-in cost is low. So we can give, say, 5 or 6 on 10. And risk, let's say 5. So you get the points. The same thing you can put for all. Then you decide which are the points and decide what percentage you want to put. I'm not saying you should put everything. Mutual fund is a vehicle. You should put money. If you have more than 3-4 crores, you can put money in real estate. But if you have only 1 or 2 crores, you can't put into real estate. It is not going to give you enough income and liquidity. Fixed deposit also you should have for emergency. So there are many asset classes. We have a list of about 15 asset places where you can put the money and what are the plus minus. So this is what I would like to share, and anyone who wants, they can connect with me. I'm going to share this tool free with them and show you how to use it and share with you. Thank you. I went a bit fast. Did I share? You could see the tool, no?
Excellent, excellent.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
So I'll just unshare how to close the sharing. Okay. Okay. So I think I've taken most of the questions, and those who are interested in knowing the tools, you can connect with me. Thank you so much.
How to contact you?
Through the WhatsApp. We are on the same group.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you. So Rajendra ji, I think we have completed the session, and thank you for being with us for close to 2 hours. And I hope you have gained some this thing. I'll be very glad to simplify and give you the options. It's just a complimentary discovery session. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Jigish Patel. I think your session was a complete eye-opener. I mean, it actually helped us to look at alternative revenue streams as well. And through the question and answers later on, we had a good idea about how to actually concretize our plans. So thanks for being of help to everybody. And just to remind everybody, we will have these sessions every day between Monday to Thursday. So tomorrow, another new topic we have, achieving goals by Mrs. Pooja Bakshi. So all of you, please be there tomorrow as well. Thank you. So I think we will close the session here and rejoin tomorrow evening at 6:15 p.m.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you all, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations, JG. Thank you.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
A very good session. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.